Welcome on in. My name's Paradox Comet, and we're back for another Gauntlet run today. I believe today is day 2. Day 2. Man, it's been crazy the last few days. So let's jump on in. Before we jump in though, I want to point out I got the wild card and I used it on the neutral unit here for Bjorn. I'm gonna try to use this and see how it does. It's a neutral unit, so I can use it across all my drafts and other things like that. But we're playing goblins today, so I want to try him out and see how good he does. Because triggering those death abilities twice should be really good for help scaling damage and everything in the late game. Like, he's just a good unit. So we're gonna try it out and go from there. So let's dive on in and figure it out. All right, so we're gonna go goblins. I did get the spell pass too, and I'm kind of excited to try this out because yesterday I was trying the confused, and I think with the way that goblins have evolved, you can't rely on just a couple of units now. Now you have to try at least different strategies, but also with everything getting really large, and if you don't have poison, basically confused can be your backup, is what I'm hoping. So I'm going to take this, and we're going to try it out with our goblin build here today, and see where we land. I'm hoping for good things. Like, heckle first. I want the trap dude. Or the 1-drop trap dude. This will be good. And I'm tempted to take this too. And really try to level up my goblins, but this is also really good. So I think, I don't know. I'm just gonna take the, well, I could go like turn 1 greed. We're gonna go greed. I think we're gonna lean greed because it's so good. So we can buy this, and then I'm tempted to just turn 1 level up shop and just start going. So I think we're going to do it. Like, I could do this and try to hit a 3-drop, but I think this being every turn the whole game right now and starting off that way, when next turn I could potentially be buying a unit. So we'll survive that. And it was confused, but I couldn't attack anything else, so I got to draw out of it. So fine, a draw is fine. I'm leveled tier shop 2. God, I'm having a hard time talking today. So three people won their round. So it's gonna cost me 4, but here, that's coins, not the clever. I think we're gonna take this, but I could also see, well, I am tier 2. Let's just refresh. Yeah, we're gonna get this guy. We're gonna get him to die and start leveling our traps. This is what we actually need. There's the confused working for us. Traps didn't go off, unfortunately. But the confused working already, right?
Winner, winner, Goblin dinner.
I can't quite hit that. So if I can get... All right, hear me out. We take 1 coin. I could discover. That would also get me there, but I'm tempted to take this and just level up shop right now. Nah, because next turn, I'm gonna take this chance to actually develop my board a bit, because with this basically nukes everything early game, and these 3 together should be able to hold the line pretty well. And he's a tier 2.
Hold my grog. I'm about to pull
So
off a miracle.
we want these guys to survive, get their heckle, but I want this guy to die, get the stuff, leveling. I don't know, what should I take? Yeah, it was a good choice. I think getting the early 4 damage, yeah, for poison or other things. I need this guy to die. Man, these other units are not helping my traps. Not helping. So I had the problem of not scaling my traps well enough yesterday. But we're definitely leveling. I don't. There's no reason not to level right here. So I didn't really like this. I could go for the greed. I kind of want Feathers of Change. Because that'll help me get the 4-drop slot, which I'm kind of hoping for here. I don't want to refresh now because I don't want to use that up because I can't do anything about it. So this is where it should shine. The traps now actually get some leveling on them. And we're actually going to die to that. Ow. That's okay. We're at 7 points. We're sitting in the top. And this is the last one. So, only in danger of this guy right here.
Shuffle with their eyes closed.
I'm gonna take this, because this doesn't really do anything. I could upgrade the shop and then try to hit tier 5s. Because I have the feather here. That could also be interesting. I don't really want golden on any of these. So I'm actually going to take the shop and try and just skip 4 to 5. Even though I do want some tier 4 units, I think I'm going to try and skip to 5. So, Kickstart, give an ally, revive. I did look over the relics, or at least watch something on the relics. So, I'm more familiar with them. I don't plan to do any discarding yet. But I might. Because I have goblins, I could try and discard a goblin. Honestly, this is okay, but I think we're already on tier 5 here. So I might take that for the longevity. When I refresh, I'm going to hit tier 5 from that. But this only gives me 1. I don't know. This is a tough choice in this sense because I have that and it's going to give me the next tier up, which is level 5. But this gives me a guarantee to get me on the board and get me stabilized. This is just too random. I'm going to take this to try and stabilize with a tier 5 unit. So we're going to refresh. We get 4 uses out of this. Doesn't do anything. Wait, what? I could buy him and make him big. That's not terrible. Honestly, I'm going to take that just as a big stat stick to help me survive here. And then I'm going to take... Wait, does this give all orcs? Yo, okay, hear me out. Hear me out.
Cool.
Stabilize the board. This guy becomes less relevant. I don't need him as much, but he'll... These guys should stabilize the board really nicely. Plus the confused, like... I shouldn't lose this. Yeah. I just want my traps to die. Yeah. I don't know. I probably overthought it there, but... I mean, that's the... On the edge here, yeah, because that guy won his match too. So... Alright, we made it past the trophy round. We're at shop tier 4. We're doing solid on that. We have access to tier 5 units.
Bam!
Because of this relic. When we buy stuff, we're going to get of our most common faction, which is currently, right? Most common. So I have to make sure I stay 3 and 2 less. So I got this guy. I'm tempted to take him, but I also want to fill out my board and go for 5 drops right now. Because these guys can hold the line for the moment, but I want to get rid of them and start leveling my dudes. So this one's important, usually in my late game build because of the taunts. So I definitely want this. There's the poison. So I did get this guy too. I have all the epic from the new set and a couple of legendaries. I summoned a little bit, but not a ton. But I used the shop to buy out all the epic, or buy 2 of the epic ones. So I own all of them. So it's at least some side grade if I want. So this guy, giving my units 5/5. Now, not the poison I think is more important. And I'm not sure, because this is unclear to me sometimes, if this is permanent. I believe during combat it's not permanent. So I don't know if that'll stay. But this one is a heckle during... like, this will only ever happen during combat. So I believe this is permanent, which would pump team, which I want. But I think getting poison is much more important. Because I feel like my build's been falling apart because I haven't had the poison. So I'm going to take that. I don't need this guy. We do have 4. We could just take this opportunity. Like, we have 3 uses left. It feels bad to kind of waste that. And we could pick this guy up right now. Or I could just use my coins, get to 5. Am I being too aggressive with going up with the shop? I don't know. I think it's like there, so I kind of want to greed into it. So we're going to do it. This will give us a last relic. This one is whatever. I like that. And this one I don't really want. So I honestly think it's this kickstart ability. Because I'm going to have death abilities here. So yeah, I mean... Alright, so we're going to sell him, put him on the board. This could poison. This one I could probably ditch. I might ditch this. And just keep him around. I don't want them attacking this. I want them attacking these guys to level my traps. And I have poison and damage in the back row. So I'm not, like, hurting for that. And we just pick this up as... This'll then turn, add that to this. It'll add a trap death ability to this guy right here. Which I'm tempted to put this guy so he dies early. Or potentially. I don't think they'll attack him for a while. So I think we sell this. Get a refresh. Oh, see, there's Bjorn. I could get the second one here. I think I'm going to keep... This is hard. This is where triggering my death abilities twice is very valuable. This I could probably ditch at this point because of the death abilities and the traps. That frees up a slot for Bjorn, which means I can sell, I have my poison, and I have just trap spam for days. So I think I'm going to lean into that because we're past the trophy round. I don't need to worry about surviving now. This guy did his job when I needed him to. So I'm going to sell this, buy Bjorn here. And then we have 2 spaces, death and poison. I just don't know if I need to save for him. I'm probably not. I need a scaler now. I need a stat scaler for all my units. Oh, this will be a good test. So we had space. Oh, because he doubles, we get 4. So yeah, we want to have space on our board right now. Level our traps. I need to get one of these golden, so they level by 4 damage rather than 1, or rather than 2. Like doing it early really is gonna push my damage up a lot. And now I have a lot of freedom because I have that 5th shop. 5 coins or 5 coins eventually. Getting your most common faction. I think I just take Jack-o'-lantern. This eventually becomes Jack-o'-lantern. If it became more, I would actually sit on this. Or I could reroll. I think I'm gonna reroll. Wait. This is perfect. That is just what I was talking about. I could give it rage, but making this guy golden is gonna improve my trap scaling in this early game. Since we're only 1 round deep into this, and I have space and the double triggers, like the double triggers with the gold on here is gonna scale it so much faster. So now the question becomes, do I start leaning into the gargoyle strategy of capturing my goblins and doing that? That guy I'm not using. I have my setup here. And this guy, I don't think I need him yet, but I might buy him. Or I can go for a gold Bjorn. 3 times? God, I just don't have the board space. But I need a scaler. I think that's the big deal. It's like, I have the... We put this on him. And we need a scaler on my team. This guy is going to go trap spam crazy. His double death ability, I might use. And I might use this guy, but then I have to empty my hand and discard. Farm goblins. Yeah, so like getting that to gold, I don't think I'm gonna save on that because I want to get a scaler. So ooh, this will be good. Okay, I'm excited to see how this turns out. So the confused, obviously helping, not quite killing, because that wasn't big enough, but we should have plenty of damage as this goes on. And yeah, this is the gold Yeti, which does good, but... Wait, am I just... Okay. Are we not gonna have enough? Is that Yeti just so good? They even nerfed it, like, a couple days ago. Well, this is why I think I need a scaler. Doesn't scale. Helps me with a little bit, but I think I want a more permanent thing, and spending 3 on that is not great. But we did see the jersey. The jersey ability happen for one of them. I wasn't sure which one it was. But that being good, if he gets sniped, he revives. Oh, well, what does this do if it's gold? I can really spam it. That feels like I don't pass that up. And I'm not... I don't want to discard that. There's no reason. Do I put taunt on this guy? I think I do, right? Like, if I go down another one, I potentially... This is trying to summon 3 traps every time because of Bjorn, but I don't have a scaler. But I want him to die. I get a scaler somewhere. No. And this is where, like, do I sell this to put this on the board for attack damage? And then when he dies, which I could have put taunt on him, the double death with Bjorn gives everything 72, 144 damage, which could be pretty good against the Yetis and stuff when they attack them. So what if we put this on the board? What does that do for us? It removes some of my traps because this guy's gonna die first, and so it really kind of cuts it off. So either I could sell this, rely on this because now it has taunt, he won't get hit. But I need more trap spam. I'm gonna try this and see what happens. I'm not sure what the right play is. Just poison. Why is he poisoned? I guess he has 12 damage. Alright, so he died. 52. Okay, I think the death ability on the traps triggers with Bjorn twice, which is nuts. That is kind of nuts. Okay, so we could bounce, get a triple reward. I do love me a good bounce. Not that I think I need to pick up any units here. Because he dies, he's only going to fill 2 slots. He dies, he's going to get 4 taunts. I think we might go for a triple reward. There's nothing that I need to pick up, and I think that's where we're going to be. Now, I have the Heckle and the Poison, so I'm actually going to skip and not take him this time. I'm going to try this, since it feels like the trap spam with these two and Bjorn and the Poison here might get us over the finish line. So we're going to try something different than we did yesterday. Obviously, yesterday was interesting. Let's just leave it at that. Ooh, okay. Bjorn. I don't think he does anything I want to do. I have to, man, I need a scaler. Do this now. I think we're gonna do this now. Because if I hit Bjorn, okay, so I could get a few stats. This just doesn't do a whole lot. Yeah, this guy just doesn't do a whole lot for me. But getting us, what does this guy do? Yeah. We definitely want to triple this guy. Didn't die a whole lot last turn, which is really annoying because I'm facing the #1. And they have a really good Yeti board. And the confuse on the first, oh man. I don't think I can beat this. I need that to die. Why is that not dying? Is that Berserk on it? I don't see Berserk. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the action here. Ugh, I hit my Bjorn in the back. So why aren't they dying? What am I missing here? What am I missing? It looks like Berserk, but how does it have Berserk on it? I must be missing something.
Don't worry. As queen, I officially decree that round didn't count.
Alright, I really need some scaling here. It just keeps giving me these. I don't need those. I only have 1 Heckle, but it triggers every time. And this is a scaler. It's not the 4 one that I want, but it's 5. Actually, well, the other one's what? 4-3, 6-3, then 12-6. I don't have multiple Heckles, but see, this also being on the board does have the potential of him not landing the... I don't have any more rerolls. I would try... Well, like, I bought those speccing on it, but I haven't really been able to do that yet. They don't do a whole lot, and even if I sell 1 reroll, I'd only have 2. I could potentially sell that for 3, but my confuse not doing anything because the I might need to take the second one off the board because it did just limit all my traps. I feel like we were having such a good draft, too. Like, is my mistake putting this on the board when I have double death triggers for this to scale the traps? Or is it take the second one out so I always have 2 spaces? And I needed a scalar earlier. Not hitting a scalar hurt. I took the poison, which helps. Like, this is, I mean, you got a poison. But, and the double Bjorn, I feel like maybe the first time using him, I didn't use him as well as I should have here, but I think really the mistake here was the second one. Because I have Bjorn. I don't need the additional trap spam. Because limiting board space when I have the double traps for the better traps because they are gold is so much more valuable. Then I can give them damage if I want, but probably more important is getting a scalar so that my backline survives more. I did also notice with the Yeti person, they had a like low power ninja in slot 1, which when it was confused for this guy, he just did 7 damage. It didn't actually kill anything, but I also didn't understand how it wasn't dying because it had Berserk on it, but I don't know how it had Berserk on it, or at least didn't show it graphically. So confused about that, but let's go take a look at the Yetis really quick. I'm trying to understand, and I'm gonna have to go rewatch this one because I feel like we were doing a good job. I may have made some mistakes with board positioning, with having a Bjorn now, and filling this up. I was hoping with the damage on my traps that would lay waste to a lot of the units, but maybe having the second dude here was a problem. So I actually want to go look at the Yetis, and try to better understand what I did wrong here. Or at least understand... Oh, man. I might have to do this afterwards because I'm not exactly sure which one it was. And make sure I get the right one. So this one... I don't think it's the Munchkins. They even nerfed the Yetis a couple days ago. Crap. I don't know which one it was. I was staring at it. But I don't know which legendary specifically. I know, like, this one I think is pretty good. And they... Was it the Mama Yeti? Maybe it's a combination, but there's no Berserk on any of these. So I don't know. Was it the Relics? Rage. Oh, there we go. Okay, that explains the Berserk. That explains the Berserk. That's okay. Okay, so there was a relic problem. I'll go review this afterwards. That's a graphical bug then. At least it should say it on the unit. It's like I know visibly, like I saw it, but it should display that because like that's kind of annoying. So if we look at like this guy, like you can see the visual effect. Oh, it doesn't actually have the Berserk keyword here on here, or at least is it not a keyword then? Interesting, because the relic says give Berserk, but it's not a keyword. Okay. Anyways, as far as the draft is concerned today, or the Gauntlet run today, I think I might have fumbled it. And maybe this is just my inexperience playing with Bjorn. And that's my actual problem here, which is fine. Like, inexperience, sure. Make a mistake, sure. Just really bummed out. Like, I feel like could have had such a better run. Like, I got the new guy to try the Confused with a Goblin team specifically. I got to try out Bjorn. Like, I got to play with the new toys and try out the strategy. I even got the gold unit for free with that spell. We leveled our shop greedily very quickly. So, like, we got access to these tier 5s really quickly. But we didn't get a scalar. So, like, we just missed maybe that key of the puzzle. And that's really what messed me up. And I also might have shot myself in the foot here playing this. So I either need to do these two specifically without this. But I needed leveling. Or a second heckle. Well, this guy might just not work with a single heckle, honestly. Because, I mean, he's a heckle-based unit. And you want to just spam trigger him. So you might need to do like the other one that had the 4 damage to the opponent and like really, really scale fast enough that where your traps don't matter. But I mean, that's just a different strategy, right? We're talking about 2 different strategies. But I was looking for a scaler and I just needed something. But overall, I'm still happy. I got to play with the toys. It was fun. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you tomorrow.